Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming out today to our virtual professional development and training seminar presented to you from the Overtown Children and Youth Coalition. My name is Lucretia Folks. I will be part of your guest host today. Graylin, would you like to say a few words to welcome everyone?
Yes, I just like to welcome everyone this is, I think, our second or third series. We plan to run this every Tuesdays and Fridays. So really stay tuned. Next week, we are be talking about nonprofits and passion projects. And today is really designed for us to just get maybe more comfortable or learn something new about how we do our online platform. You know, we're learning how etiquettes and maneuvering through things that we didn't know even Zoom offered. So I'm excited to welcome Kenneth from Release Solution. He's been working with the Overtown Children and Youth Coalition now for roughly 2 years, maybe going on 3. We appreciate the work he and his staff do. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to you, Kenny, and to everyone else. I'm hoping you stay safe and that this webinar is beneficial and useful to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Graylin, for the introduction. Thank you, Lucretia, for putting this together for us. As she stated, folks that will come in as they remember that they said they were going to opt in to participate. And I think on the call here, if you're on the call, you might not be able to see, we put together just a brief PowerPoint presentation. So we're going to walk through the presentation as a guide. We might jump into some, we're going to try to make this interactive. So I'm going to jump into some areas, probably do some live demonstrations and screen shows of stuff I'm talking about. But don't feel lost for a minute because like Lucretia said, this is being recorded. So it'll be available on the Overtown website, which is overtowncyc.org. We'll also share a lot of the different website addresses and phone numbers if there happen to be any with you, and it'll be on the Facebook page and in the social media channels of both Overtown and Release Solutions. So follow along, don't get too frustrated. I'm gonna make it interactive. If I say anything that kind of goes over your head, don't worry about that either. We're gonna talk about how to get more information and how-tos and specific hands-on type of experiences with some of the stuff we're gonna introduce you today. The topic here today is effectively communicating and operating online during not just the coronavirus pandemic. We don't want to let the coronavirus consume our lives and that be the only thing we're thinking about. In fact, what we're going to introduce you to today, and hopefully some of it you may know, some you may not know, but these tips, tricks, tactics, and best practices will be able to be utilized throughout forever. It's not just limited to a pandemic, but what we are identifying is people are out there struggling, being forced into this digital world of online communications and what should I do with my website? How often should I be online? My social media. A lot of people really were going about life with social interactions with people, real physical contact in the world, handshakes, eyeball, talking to people, meeting people, taking them out to coffee and drinks. Now we're in a world, and as you can see today, we're Zooming, or we're Skyping. Some people are emailing a lot more than they used to. So hopefully what I introduce you to today, which focuses on websites, social media, and paid digital marketing, will introduce you to that. So let me see here, jump right into this. They introduced me briefly. I'm Kenneth Durham, and I'm the owner. I don't like the title President and CEO. I have an actual job title. I'm really like the coach of Release Solutions. I hate the President CEO title, despite it. I just consider myself a worker bee of the company as well. But I own and operate Release Solutions, which is an online presence management agency. A lot of words there, but it pretty much deals with and focuses on doing anything for small businesses, organizations, or individuals in amplifying the presence that they have online, which covers a vast number of topics from social media to online advertising to websites. So that's who I am. That's what I do. In Overtown, we're happy to have them as a customer, like Graylin said. It is about 3 years that we're coming up on where we've been working with the group. We rebuilt their website initially and then been working with them to manage their online presence. So let's dive right in to the discussion agenda for today, which is we're going to cover websites and best practices for communications. Hopefully I can keep that under 10 minutes. Then we'll move into social media and best practices and engagement there. Talk about some campaign or paid ad strategies, a little bit of planning and scheduling your communications, then a little Q&A, and we should wrap it up. And I'm going to try to squeeze all that in about 45 minutes or so and get it done. If you're on the phone and if you have a question, you can raise your hand by pressing *9. I believe that works on this Zoom channel as well. Lucretia will unmute you. How should we do this? I'm perfectly cool with, I'll try to pause. I talk fast, I talk a lot. Everybody that knows me knows that. So I'll definitely try to put a break in so that if you have a question, I'm perfectly comfortable and okay with answering that in the midst of these discussion topics because it might come to mind. All right, so I'm gonna move right into